Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level.
We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Responses roll into the Trump victory and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Messages of support for President-elect Donald Trump streamed in from around the globe on Wednesday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer were among the first to congratulate Trump on winning a second term in the White House, with the former saying the victory was history's greatest comeback. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that President Vladimir Putin was not planning to call Trump and congratulate him, saying, "We are talking about an unfriendly country that is both directly and indirectly involved in the war against our state." President Biden also congratulated Trump and invited him to a meeting at the White House. The Democrats are playing the blame game, pointing fingers at each other about who is to blame for the Harris failure, while the liberal media and many Democrats doubled down on insulting Trump voters in the wake of the victory. Democratic Congressman Richie Torres from New York blamed progressives for President-elect Trump's victory this week, arguing that far-left causes actually disenchant certain voters. He stated that his party has alienated historic numbers of minority voters in an ex-post on Wednesday. Torres, a vocal supporter of Israel, pointed fingers at pro-Palestinian protests as one of the causes, as well as the movement to defund police. Donald Trump has no greater friend than the far left, which has managed to alienate historic numbers of Latinos, blacks, Asians, and Jews from the Democratic Party with absurdities like defund the police or from the river to the sea or Latinx, Torres wrote. There is more to lose than there is to gain politically from pandering to a far left that is more representative of Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok than it is of the real world, the Democrat added. The working class is not buying the ivory-towered nonsense that the far left is selling. In a statement released Wednesday afternoon, Senator Bernie Sanders blamed the Democratic Party for abandoning working-class people. He stated, "It should come as no great surprise that a Democratic Party which has abandoned working-class people would find that the working class has abandoned them. First it was the white working class, and now it is Latino and black workers as well. While the Democratic leadership defends the status quo, the American people are angry and want change, and they're right." Iran is now preparing to contend with the man it's been trying to assassinate for years. Tehran had reportedly been interfering in the U.S. election on behalf of Vice President Kamala Harris. But with former Trump's win, the regime will have to prepare for a U.S. leader who is, at the very least, a wild card. On Wednesday, the Telegram channel of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, its military force, posted a video threatening to kill Trump. It ended with footage of a bloodied Trump and the words, "We will finish the job." Iran has long vowed revenge for Trump approving the 2019 killing of General Qasem Soleimani. Iran's currency fell on Wednesday to an all-time low as Trump clinched the U.S. presidency again, signaling new challenges ahead for Tehran as it remains locked in the wars raging in the Middle East. The Justice Department is assessing how to end 2 federal criminal cases against President-elect Trump to align with its policy that a sitting president cannot be prosecuted, agency sources said. Trump was indicted last year in 2 cases led by special counsel Jack Smith, one for alleged mishandling of sensitive government records and another for purportedly attempting to overturn the 2020 election. This development would allow Trump to enter the White House without the burden of federal criminal prosecutions, which once posed potential felony convictions and prison sentences. In the time since those indictments, those cases have fallen apart. The Congressional Task Force investigating the July and September assassination attempts against former President Trump says the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms has failed to produce certain materials the task force requested as part of its ongoing probe into both incidents. On October 3rd, the task force sent a letter to the ATF about 17 requests for production as well as 3 categories of requests for select transcribed interviews with relevant ATF agents who provided support or response functions in connection with the assassination attempt against Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, and in West Palm Beach, Florida. The ATF responded with a correspondence on October 22nd that is less than 4.5 pages, two and a half of which consist of summary narratives, the task force said in its letter published Wednesday. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.